Hi, this is Patricia with what is now Grandma's Crafts. This channel did used to be Crazy Cat Ladies Crochet and Crafts Group, and I did change the name to it recently. So today what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to make this pretty fall bow. It's going to be a little bit different than this. I don't have enough of this type of ribbon to do the 4 loops, so it's going to be the same ribbons, just a different pattern. So I'm going to lay this right there and we'll get started. I have a orange and white polka dot and an orange ribbon already cut. These are going to be my tails. They're cut at about 20 inches. And so in the middle, I've already marked the middle. I'm going to take my fingers and I'm just going to scrunch it up. And then I want you to notice that I already have my wire in. This is the Celebrate Bow Maker from Michaels. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but I do like it because these are spring loaded and I have weak hands. So it works out good for me. So you take your ribbon, squish it down in there. And then I'm going to make sure that the tails of the bow are even. I've just started making bows recently, and like all the other crafts that I do, I really like it. But there's not as much mess as other like painting or anything. But the next step is we're going to take this plain orange ribbon, and I just have like a long piece of it, so I already measured it out and I made sure that I'm going to have enough to do what I want to do with it. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to squinch it down on the end, and then I'm going to place the ribbon into the maker, push down on it. Now I have my bow maker taped to the mat. I don't like chasing it around on the mat. And then, so you just want to make sure that that piece of ribbon is just a little bit sticking out. You see, it's already enough in there. See, this is going to be the middle, the center. So there's enough there for the wire to catch it. Then we're going to take this and we're going to come out here to the 7-inch mark, and I hold, everybody does this different, but I hold my finger there and I flip the bow over my finger, and then I turn the ribbon away from me and I slide it down, and then I push the rest of the ribbon down in there. And then I come over here to this side, hold my finger at the 7-inch mark, pull the rest of the ribbon. There we go. You see how I had the ribbon facing sideways, and then I'm just going to squish it down. I also have this wooden dowel, and I use it to go ahead and press down. Like I said before, I have weak hands, carpal tunnel syndrome, and all that other stuff we don't want to talk about. So we're going to go again. We're going to hold it down. Once you get the first loop, you can just hold it because it's going to be the same. There we go. Squish it down. We might have to make that one just a tad bit smaller. There we go. I get over here, just make sure that, to make sure that both bows are even. There you go. You just flip it up. Now like that. Now the next ribbon I'm going to use, you see we've got 2 loops on each side. So the next ribbon I'm going to use, I love this ribbon. I wish I had more of it, but I just got a partial roll of it from somebody on Marketplace, so I'm going to do the best I can with it. So since it's not printed on this side, but it's printed on this side, I'm going to squish down the end, place it in the bow maker. And we're going to make sure the not printed side is face up. Then we're going to come out here to the, where this bow, I'm going to measure about finger width in. That's some accurate measurement there. And then go ahead and just take your ribbon, make sure the printed side is facing away from you, slide it down in there, and then just push. Now on this side, you want to make sure you give it a hard flip up. Hard flip. You want both those wires facing up. And then push it down real good. And then same thing over here. We're going to measure about a finger width in. And this just helps add dimension to the bow. There we go. This is the not printed side and this is the printed side. So push it down in there. Then I'm going to get my dowel. Nice and flush. It's looking good. Happy with it. Now this is extra ribbon. I am not going to need this ribbon. Also, what it's going to do is add bulk to the ribbon. So very carefully with my finger underneath that piece of ribbon that I'm cutting. I got my scissors. And so now it's just flush with the bow maker. Easy done. So that was 2 loops. So we got 2 loops on this side, 1 loop on each side here. I just think this is adorable. This orange and white ribbon. And we're gonna start it with the printed side out. Oh, we forgot to squish it. Squishy, squishy, squishy. And mash it down in there. Now we want the printed side face down, so we're going to give it a hard twist. We're going to come out as far as that previous bow, or the loop for the bow. Now see, the printed side is facing away from me. It's very important to remember, or you're going to have a messed up bow and you have to take it apart and do it all over again, and nobody likes doing that. I know I don't. Press it down there. Come over here to the edge of this bow. Flip it over my fingers. Down. So we got two loops. One loop on each side. So we want to do 2 more. Oops. See what I almost did? Do a hard twist. The not printed side up. Hold my fingers there. Let's go ahead and flip it over, making sure that the printed side's away from me. And what do we do now? Hard twist. All right. Now we're going to pull it out right there. Squish it down real good. Get my wooden dowel. Squishy, squishy, squishy. Make sure that these wires are laying correctly. Okay. Now get my handy dandy scissors. I've got my finger underneath that ribbon. That just ensures that I'm only getting the ribbon that I want to cut and nothing else. See? Nothing else is in there. And I just cut it flush with the bow maker here. Snip. Wrap that up. Now we're ready for the finishing touch. I have some cute black and white. I call this black and white buffalo plaid. You can call black and white check, black and white squares, whatever you want to call it. This is what I'm going to do with it. This side, this ribbon looks to me to be printed on both sides. So I'm just going to take this ribbon and just about 1/8 of an inch hangs out. Push it down in there. And then we want to flip this up just because we want it to lay flat. Have to hang on to that. Now we want this to come out about the center of this bow. That's the look I like. You do it any way you want to. It's your bow. Whatever makes you happy. And this is what makes me happy. It'll come out to this, about the center of this bow. Okay, now, this took me a minute to figure out. Okay, so make sure these are the same, and they are. Okay. So this part took me a minute. I like the little button loop there. I think that little button loop is just adorable. So what you do to get that, and it took me watching a few videos to get that figured out, and I'm just mashing all this down real good, is I just take my little thumb, and I hold it right there, and I come back through the bow maker. And you just want a little bit to be sticking out. Well, however big you want it. I like it I just like a little button size loop there. And then we're going to take our scissors. We're confident that we don't have any other ribbon in there. And snip. There we go. Now see, that didn't take but just a few minutes. I think 11 minutes of me talking. Probably if I wasn't talking so much, it would have gone faster. But now I'm unraveling my wire from these buttons here, which is one reason I really like this bow maker, because it has those buttons on it. But you use whatever bow maker you want. This is my DIY ganked up bow maker that I had my husband make before they started selling easy bow makers. It was just an old 2x4. See that? We were tearing out a closet, and I just marked the center and had him drill holes 1 inch apart and then 2 here. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on a bow maker. But like I said, I have weak hands, so that's why I really like this one. But I still use that wooden one too for different ones. I like options. So then with this wire, pull my bow up just a little bit. There we go. See, I'm pulling with my right hand, but my left hand is holding the ribbon down. And then I'm going to tie this like you're going to tie your shoe. You know, you make that little wrap around half knot there. And we're going to get that real good, just snug. That's all we want, is just snug. And see how nice that stacks that ribbon? It stacks it up so pretty. And now that we're satisfied with that, I almost lost my little button there. My button. Okay, now I'm going to keep cinching it down. There we go. And we're going to flip it around to the back. And just twist, twist, twist. Twist, 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 twist. Until it's good and tight. And then a little bit more. Okay. So now I'm pretty satisfied with that. And when we get done, we're going to put a chenille stem in there too. So just hang with me. Okay. I think my tail's got a little twisted there, and that's okay. We can twist them back. So now we're just going to start at the bottom. First thing we're going to do is we're going to just open up the bows. Open up the loops. And you have to let your ribbon know who's the boss. So we got 4 there. And we're going to keep this pumpkin pattern. push this up where you can see it. There you go. Much better. We're keeping this pumpkin pattern one in the middle. And we're going to spread the polka dot ones out. Come over here and spread the polka dot ones out here. Okay. And then we got these here, this here, and the little button loop. We're going to spread it out. Now in order to open up your bows, what I do is I hold the loop down with one hand and I just pull up with the other hand. You don't want to pull out because remember, these are cut in the center. If you pull out, you're going to lose your loop. So you just open the loop. So you just up and down and make it nice and round. Take your time doing this. At first it takes a little bit of finagling, but like I said, you gotta let your ribbon know who's the boss. You're the boss, and you gotta tell your ribbon with your hands what you want it to do. So this one we're gonna be right here. I'm sorry that my bow keeps moving all over the place. It may be hard to see what I'm doing, but I'm just taking my hands and just rounding out the loop. See? Just round out that loop. You don't want to pull it out. Just pull it up. Up. See? You can really just do this 2 fingers. Up. I'm going to just go on this side and do it. And once I get all the loops shaped, then we're going to do some final touches to it. See? You could spend a lot of time opening these loops and getting it to look good, but here we go. There we go. See? Now we have our and then what we're going to do with this is we're going to take it underneath the black and white. No, we're not. I'm sorry, we already did that. We're going to take this and we're going to make it go underneath that wire right there. Just kind of slide it on through there. This enables you, like if you want to attach it to your wreath or attach it to, you know, attach it to anything, a post or whatever you think you're going to attach it to. And if you want to, you can even adjust your loops from the back too. Getting a view from the back helps too. But that's my little harvest bow here. When I flipped it over, I mashed my ribbons. There we go. So if you make a bow like this, go ahead and post it in the comments. I'd love to see how yours turned out. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.